Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, January 29th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 59. In hour one of today's show, we'll wrap up our day 4 coverage, the final day out there in Mobile, Alabama for the Senior Bowl. We'll talk draft risers, Senior Bowl standouts. We'll talk it all. Also, coming up a little bit later in the show, we'll have our Munchie segment with LSU Executive Chef Michael Johnson, and we'll close it out like we do every day with Ask the Bench. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 1 of Off the Bench, live from the Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama, brought to you by First American Bank and Trust, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Boom!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo, and welcome in to OTB here live from the Mobile Convention Center, downtown Mobile, Alabama. We are here, continue coverage of the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl. And, of course, our coverage brought to you by First American Bank and Trust here in Mobile. Flynn, Hester, Alondra back in studio in the Raising Cane studio. Our guy Musso and Tay. We are here. It is day number 4 in Mobile. How we doing? We see the finish line there, Matthew?
Oh, we're doing fantastic. It's been a great week. Very much enjoyed this week at the Senior Bowl. Really great practices yesterday.
Yeah.
And the practices have been like surprisingly enjoyable. As much as I used to, plan, you kind of
You were surprised by you enjoying the football?
Yeah, I was surprised by me enjoying the football, but it's been very fun. They've been the practice has been well run. They get to drill to drill. There hadn't been a ton of sloppiness, but there's been a lot of really good competing, and it's been really enjoyable. And everybody we've talked to has been fantastic. And so it's my first experience at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
A+.
Yeah, it's true.
A+. 5-star plus rating.
5-star plus, Jordan Seaton, shout out. Alondra, your first experience at the Senior Bowl as well. How have you thought the practices and everything have gone? Have you enjoyed watching football practice with Matthew and him probably can't help himself talking about coverages and fronts and all the different things?
Yeah, honestly, all of this has been great. Like, I've really enjoyed everything that we've done, like this, the media day yesterday. The practices are a lot of fun. And, yeah, Matt's, like, teaching me ball.
Yeah.
Just going to school.
Yeah.
Football 101.
And it's been great. I feel like I thrive in this type of an environment. Like, I love doing stuff like this. So, I've really enjoyed this entire week.
I thought media day was kind of cool. It had a great intention to be a great setup. The only thing is, the media members weren't allowing the players to actually get into the room.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, hey guys, let them get to those tables that are set up. That's where they're supposed to be.
After a Little League game or a 10U soccer football game, after the game, the parents formed the hand tunnel.
Yeah.
That's basically what they did. Then they just couldn't make it through the door. But it was good. I was very, that was the part I was most stressed about. Was the media day.
Couldn't tell.
No,
I couldn't tell
Not
at all, honestly. Because being a former player, I just was like, man, I used to hate it when I have these situations. You got to talk to all these random people. You don't know where they're from. You don't know anything about them. They're just trying to get a couple of clips from you.
Yeah.
And then, she was on the other foot. I was that person having to bug these guys. And there was definitely
what they're down there for.
In that situation, there is not a time and situation where you can preface with hey, I get what you're going through real quick. Not me. I was just like, hey, bud, can I ask you some questions? I got 4 questions here. Let me rip.
Yeah. I guess you were doing fun stuff too, though.
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
I always just try to, find a way to be like, hey, I'm cool, bro. I've been through this.
I come in peace.
Yeah.
I get it.
I know it. I promise you, I'm not going to set you up. And just somehow, some way, try to get it. Because then it's like, okay, I can relax because I know this guy's not trying to get me to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like your situation's a little bit different because you do have like the real microphone that says like Sirius on it. And, like so y'all get like people pulled away.
Yeah.
I was in there in the scrum with all the beats, like with a microphone. Hey, bud, can I get?
And people kept trying to like cut Matt
Come here,
off,
bro.
and I'm like, go. I'm like, get in there.
You can't cut me off, bro. Yep.
You got cut off once.
I got a feeling
Old
that.
Tommy Toughnuts cut me off one time.
Oh, who was it?
I don't even know.
No, he was like a mouth breather for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got to point him out.
I don't even remember what he looked like.
But he was
We'll
like,
fight him.
and he cut me off and made no eye contact, and then continued to ask about 13 questions.
What was he wearing? Tell me everything.
I'll show you. He's like basically if you were to look up like beat writer in the dictionary, that's what you would get.
Green jacket.
Can't remember.
Okay.
Weak chin.
Super weak chin.
Super weak chin
Wait,
for
so
sure.
Dude, we can jump him if you tell me.
Yeah, I know.
you said you enjoyed every interview?
No, I
should
did
we,
not.
There's one.
Should we go ahead?
Never meet your heroes, people.
Don't.
Never meet your
They're
heroes.
disappointing.
Jennings Dunker, who I was so excited about. I've talked about.
Literally the entire week.
My heart fluttered when I thought about
the
it.
Refrigerator with legs, the 6'4", 315-pound behemoth with no fat on this young man.
Yeah, beautiful
10-inch
red
hands,
locks.
T-Bob. Take that, bud.
Beautiful red mullet, like incredible red mullet. He was the one I was most excited about talking to. We had to talk to him, and I asked everybody 4 questions. Who's your favorite team growing up? What's one thing you changed about college football? What's your go-to Taco Bell order? And what's your favorite football movie? Then I'd follow it up with, have you seen Varsity Blues? Spoiler alert, nobody has.
Except
Cole Payton.
Well, here at the table.
Oh, yeah.
Media day, nobody.
No.
Well, Jennings Dunker. Wasn't very good.
He has
Not
no
very
opinions
electric.
on anything.
He's like, no, I don't.
So bad.
Zero
I know.
opinion.
He's like, I don't think I would
Y'all
change
said
anything.
it was bad. I was like, no, it's bad.
I was like, I don't think I'd change anything about college football. I was like, all right, next question. What's your favorite football movie? I don't think I've ever seen a football movie. All right.
What?
Didn't I have TVs in Iowa?
Yep. What's your go-to Taco Bell order? I've never eaten Taco Bell.
That's.
Great answer.
He went
was
from
like-
first round to undraftable.
Yeah,
Yep.
all right. Yeah, he was first round. He might have been 1 overall pick in my eyes. Until that, now, not even Mr. Irrelevant.
I know. Very disappointing.
Yep. He could probably still play football pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't matter. It's
Actually,
actually a character indictment. I need to probably let the scouts know.
we'll find somebody else. We'll find one more. Did you ask the tight ends if they had seen it?
Yeah, we
no,
did.
no.
No.
I tried to get to
So is Cole Payton now the number 1 overall
Jacob.
pick?
linebacker Jacob.
Yeah, what's
from
his last
Texas
name?
Tech.
What's his last name?
It's Rodriguez.
Okay, nailed it.
Whisper. There we go.
Rodriguez, I think it's Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mixed it up yesterday, and I'm not
Yep.
going to tell the whole story because I want you to stay on air. You messed it up yesterday, and I had him next, and I'm sitting over there like, oh my God, I know this
What
guy.
is his last
Like,
name?
I was like, am I going to screw this up? Am I going to, because Flynn, we just had, so I didn't. We got it. He was great, though. He was
And
good.
y'all kept messing with me about it.
Yeah.
And like saying different last names.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I was
we
like,
did.
now I don't know what it is. Like
Yeah.
y'all have messed me up completely. So we just didn't interview that guy. But he was my last hope of
Yeah.
seeing Varsity Blues because he had a Texas Tech jersey on.
Yeah.
But I didn't
Mustache.
get to him. He was one of the guys that
Older.
like
Yeah.
he was one of the
Married
guys
already.
that there was,
Oh.
Yeah.
there was about 15 people surrounding him at all times, and like I was gonna have to shoulder my way in there, and I was like, I don't want it that much. I don't want it that bad.
You should have just, like, right after me, if you would have just sat right there, I would just pulled you in.
Sure.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
he got caught, like, right after by a beat reporter because he, like,
Yep.
he finished up with us, and this guy's like, hey, Jacob, can we get you for an interview? And the guy goes, yeah. He had the deep breath. I was like, oh, man, this kid.
Yeah, poor kid. He did. You could tell he was all about ball. He didn't want to be there.
Do you know where he started his career? No, you don't. Virginia.
Nice.
Do you know what position he started his career at?
Yeah, tight end.
Quarterback.
Oh.
Told you.
He was a quarterback at UVA.
Wow.
Before
I didn't know that.
he transferred. I believe he walked on as a transfer
At Tech?
to Texas Tech and became the best middle linebacker in the country.
Guess he couldn't cut it.
Throwing the ball.
Yeah, couldn't cut it at the real position.
Or maybe he just like realized like he had a brighter future at middle linebacker and became a guy that got
Nah, dude, couldn't spin
the
it.
5th most Heisman votes.
Couldn't spin it.
Okay. Rodriguez.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of really cool takeaways from today. Seen a lot of famous faces in the NFL. A lot of GMs walking around.
Yeah.
Hit a couple of like little pieces and little waves at some people I knew.
I saw Mickey Loomis, and he said hello as he walked by.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Mickey, you want to come on? Our fans, I think they'd like to hear from you.
Yeah.
They would.
But
You want to take questions from the chat, Mickey?
Yeah. Ask Mickey.
Ask Mickey.
Why do you smack your gum like
Ask
that?
Mickey. How that would be.
That'd be electric.
That would take us
And we
over
just-
Murphy, Sam, and Jerry.
And we just read it with no filter.
yeah.
That'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
the promise.
for sure.
The breakout star of the Senior Bowl, Division III wide receiver,
Yeah.
Tyron Montgomery, John Carroll University. We are going to actually try to get him on the show today if we can. And we'll, I guess we won't go into it exactly right now. We'll kind of, since we're just kind of talking about how we're doing, little vibe checks right now. But I just wanted to say that breakout star for 2 practices in a row has made the best plays at the Senior Bowl so far. Division III wide receiver, and he has some ties to LSU.
Actually, yeah, he does. And I did not know that before y'all told me. It's an incredible story. So, yeah, we're hopeful to catch up with him. But
Just to get a story, because it's awesome.
Well, let's do this. Let's take a break, and then, like, when we come back, we'll get the show started. We'll talk about his journey, because even if we don't get a chance to talk with him, he needs to be highlighted.
No doubt.
So we will do that when we jump back. It is OTB here live from Mobile, Alabama.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Of course, that is the website for Central Plumbing, but it's not only in Central, it's in the entire greater Baton Rouge area. We are talking to you. And remember, they've got a new number, 24/7, 365 weekend holiday game day emergency services, 225-500-0774. If you have anything pop up, doesn't matter when it happens, that is the number to call. And if you're looking to remodel, always remember they can handle any job at your home, at your business. And if you want to go tankless, they can do that as well. Never run out of hot water again. Go to centralplumbing.org.
That's right, Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org. I'm sure there's some people all over the country right now. But greater Baton Rouge area, we're talking to you. If you have some pipes leaking, if you just didn't get them covered up well enough, we didn't drip the faucets this week, whatever it is, we know that bad weather brings on some issues all over the house. So if you have something, call the experts at Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Off the bench with Hester and Flynn. Live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile. Presented by First American Bank and Trust.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl. Our coverage brought to you by First American Bank and Trust, FABT.com. You know, I hadn't seen the first swing and soul from Panini.
Nope.
You asked me during the break. I haven't. You haven't. Alondra hasn't. I'm trying to rip packs here.
Yeah, that's been the 2 major disappointments for this week. Meeting my hero, Jennings Dunker. And not meeting anybody from Panini. You know, we
dabble.
Hester and I, we dabble in the sports card game in that world, and I was very excited. And I've actually been looking. I hadn't seen anybody walk around with a polo or a quarter zip with the Panini logo on it. Nothing.
Not one.
Like I would think they would want signage all over this place, right? You have all these kids that are about to be rookies.
Yeah.
And now I get it. You're not going to have the NFL license next year
You're going to
or
have
whatever.
NFL cards.
You're going to have NFL cards. And we need to ask whoever we get on the show today. Hopefully we get the rest of the LSU guys on the show today. Hopefully we get Tyron Montgomery on the show today. We need to ask them. There's rumors that they were all going to get a special 1-of-1 card.
Yeah.
But we haven't asked or got confirmation of that. I wouldn't be shocked if Panini just forgot to do it, I guess, at this point. They forgot to show up.
I know. Like last year, actually last couple of years when we showed up here, it was the Reese's Senior Bowl.
Oh.
All right, love some Reese's. I think we all do. We're American. But they would have bags of Reese's on the table. So in my mind, I was like,
oh, yeah.
They're not going to have like premium packs.
We're going to get some Prism.
But they're going to have some packs on the table.
Something.
Yeah.
At least some empty boxes.
Something for everybody here.
But, like, who's their director of marketing? Because they're not very good at their job. Because there's no logos anywhere in here. Like, you got all these people, you got this media people that are filming, actively creating content, and you don't have the Panini logo.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm sure they gave a lot of money, but it's been a disappointment from my point of view.
Did you take a picture in the Kaboom box?
I did not. Out of spite.
Protest?
Yeah, they made their marketing did do that. They made one like sit in stand and take your own Kaboom picture.
That's it though.
But it doesn't even have like a background, so you just see the stadium in the background. So you know it's not even a real.
That history should have a background, so that way like the card looks okay. Yeah, you're right, Panini.
Yeah,
you fumbled.
Yeah.
You fumbled. All right. Normally we would get the show started, but since we're here on location, we'll just tell you about our friends over at GoFlow, GoFlow IV Spa, GoFlowIV.com, GEAUX, FlowIV.com is the website. Go ahead, and if you're feeling a little under the weather, you can get that IV started, or if you just want to get ahead of it, you can go ahead and get an IV. If you just need a little boost, you can go in and get an IV right off of Jefferson there in Baton Rouge. Again, go to the website. That is GoFlowIV.com, GEAUX, FlowIV.com to book your appointment today.
Yeah, you probably need to go get that little, maybe immune system boost. Maybe because of this bad weather, you got a little sniffles. Right. Well, doesn't matter. Go get you a little Myers cocktail. Go get you some vitamin B12, some vitamin D, all the vitamins right there. Vitamize, get hydrated, straight to the veins, IV therapy. It works immediately. Feel better fast right over there at GoFlow IV.
All right, so you mentioned a receiver from John Carroll.
Yes.
That has certainly been a star of the show, Tyron Montgomery, and he has an incredible story.
Yep.
One that I only knew small details about, but you did a deep dive. You and Roger yesterday found out a lot of pretty cool information how he got here to the Senior Bowl.
So driving back from practice yesterday, so he made a splash the first day. It was the last play of practice, and he runs a go route, and he completely jumps over a kid, mossed him, whatever. Makes a great catch, a really powerful catch over a cornerback from a big school. I don't remember what big school, but it was a big school. And then before that, he had some routes. Well, it's like, all right, well, this kid, he flashed for a day, made some good plays, big whoop. Well, day 2 comes around. Crisp routes, beating people from Texas, beating from people at Ohio State, Clemson, Notre Dame. Like, he's beating everybody. And all in different routes and in one-on-ones, and then in 7-on-7 and teams, continues to make play. Caught a post route in the same fashion in day 2 that he did in day 1, where he jumped over, caught it over somebody's head. Incredible catches, incredible plays, and somebody, when you're looking for somebody to step up and turn heads, certainly this kid has done it. And then, because I was looking at the kid that caught it yesterday, he made 2 great catches, and I was like, who is this? Is that Boston College? Like, what is that? And I was like, oh, that's Tyron Montgomery. He did it again. Then he did it again. And that's when you start turning some heads, and it caught our eye. So on the drive back yesterday, all right, we got to look this up. So Landra started looking up his story, and I was like, whoa, this is incredible. So the kid's from the Woodlands, Texas, so, just outside of the Houston area, went to College Park High School, and he was a top basketball player at high school. So in 2019, Tyron Montgomery attended LSU for 1 semester and walked on to the basketball team. Now, after that 1 semester, he went back home to Houston. He had some academic issues, and his mother fell ill. So he goes back home, and then just being at home, he's sitting there throwing with his brother. They're playing catch. I don't know if they're in the yard or in the street, whatever they're doing. And his brother's like, hey, dude, like, you're actually pretty good at this. So maybe you should look at football. And mind you, he's been playing basketball his whole life. Basketball star. He walked on at LSU. And so they started posting videos of himself. So he started posting videos of himself working out on Facebook. And then somebody reached out to him from a Miami-based flag football team, and he competed in a tournament in Las Vegas. And then he briefly enrolled at the University of Houston to try to walk on with the Houston Cougars, but was unsuccessful because this was like during COVID-19.
Yeah.
during the whole COVID situation. So he was unsuccessful.
Full name COVID in a long time.
COVID-19, not 20, not 21. This was just the base 19.
Yep.
This is the OG.
God, what did it start out as? Sorry, Squirrel. Go ahead.
Yep. One-niner. I don't know. Montgomery, then he started creating this highlight reel after this. So this is during COVID, from like his flag football days, and sent them to colleges all over the U.S., and most people were uninterested. They didn't want anything to do with him because he's never played tackle football before. Not college, not middle school, not Pee Wee, nothing. But eventually he was able to join Nichols State University.
Yeah.
And then after sitting out the 22 season due to lacking eligibility, he appeared in 8 games during the 2023 season. For Nichols, recorded 12 catches, 171 yards. So, okay, big whoop, whatever. Then at that point, he ran out of Division I eligibility.
Yeah, which I still don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means at all.
Yeah.
Ran out of Division I eligibility, but through some connections from his flag football days and his teammates, he was able to transfer to Division III John Carroll. And if you're in the chat right now, guess what that mascot is? Don't look it up. Guess it.
I know.
I know you do. No, you knew before me. We'll say it in a second. And then 2024 became their top wide receiver. Posted 57 receptions, 1,071 yards, 17 touchdowns. Was named first team All-Ohio Athletic Conference. And then was named Consensus Division III All-American in 2025 after 119 catches, 1,528 yards, 15 tutters. And then, okay, fast forward a couple weeks, he got invited to the American Bowl All-Star Game a few weeks ago. And after his performance there, garnered an invitation to come to the Senior Bowl. So a man that is just walking up the ladder, right?
Yeah.
Stair-stepping his way, finding a way. So if you're out there thinking you got excuses for not doing something, this man walked on for basketball. Didn't do it. Mom fell ill academically, had to go home. Played flag football in a Vegas tournament. Sent highlights, put them on Facebook. Got to go walk on at Nichols.
Yeah.
Had 12 catches. Ran out of eligibility. Found a way.
It's crazy.
And is dominating right now.
Dominating.
Making plays that, there's other receivers, other kid from Notre Dame, the kid from USC. A lot of receivers making a lot of plays, but nobody's making the plays that this kid. 2 days in a row now.
Yeah.
2 days in a row. So what a cool story. And it ain't no accident either. He's running crisp routes, clean routes, and making contested catches, strong at the point of catch, which is fantastic. So I think every year at these All-Star games, there's always some sort of story.
Yeah,
From
right.
a small school guy coming in, making a name for himself. And this kid is certainly fitting that mold right now. So wish him the best. I don't know where his story is going to end. Hopefully we can get him on the show today and kind of ask him the question. We asked the people that are kind of in charge of bringing players over. They were like, who you want to interview today? We're like, Tyler Montgomery. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah. I don't think anybody's asked for that yet, so I'm sure he'd love to.
He said he hadn't had a lot of traction in the media part of this yet. He's getting it today.
He's getting it today, and you can go and kind of like look up the Panini Senior Bowl probably on the socials, and highlights of him are starting to make the round. So
I was shocked to see that his official height was like literally right under 6 foot.
Which is pretty good.
189 pounds. He plays bigger than that.
He really does, and it doesn't matter really how tall you are, because he's making the high catches, the high point. If you can high point the ball,
he plays much bigger than. So I was shocked that he wasn't bigger than that, because he feels and looks and plays bigger than that. So cool story. I mean, didn't play football until much later in life, and so you start to tell yourself, there's a lot left in that tank. There's a ceiling that maybe we can get to.
Yeah.
Right? If he keeps getting better and better and better, and he's here against the best of the best, and he's out there shining. Not like making a play or two, like he's been the guy that everybody's talking about.
He's making everybody's talking about. He's made multiple like big plays, and a lot of times at the things like these, like the Senior Bowl, these All-Star games, like sometimes you don't get a chance to make that head top catch. Sometimes you don't get that opportunity, but you have to show yourself like, I'm disciplined in my route running. I'm crisp. I'm consistent. When I do get my chance, I do make the simple play. If the hard play's doesn't present itself in practice, because there's only so many plays these kids get. The practices are not that long. But he's had the opportunity to make big plays. But even like the simple things, the little things that he's doing have been impressive as well. So it's no accident what he's doing out there. So look for him to to continue to grow as he continues to play better competition.
He's
iron sharpens iron, and he's never been sharpened by any iron. He's just been.
I think he worked himself into being a drafted player.
Got to be.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't before he got here.
No.
He was
at the American Bowl.
He was a high priority undrafted free agent that teams would go up a couple of $1,000 in their signing bonus to get him.
Give you 18.
Yeah, but now, I think he's gonna hear his name called. I think.
You'd have to. Yeah, and like this is. You talk about teams that are already kind of established and have good veteran core. Like this kid has never gone against the best of anywhere close to the best. And this, you think of how much he's improving just at the American Bowl and now here at the Senior Bowl. He's going to improve every single day.
Yep.
You put him in an NFL camp, talent is undeniable for sure. So what a cool story. And that's what these things are all about. That's what these all-star games are here for. And that's why it's not just like, it's the big schools. Big school all-star game. No, it's everybody. Yep. And he's earned his right to be here and making the most of it. So you hear these stories all the time. We love these stories. We love an underdog story. Certainly he fits that mold. So good luck to him. And nobody got it right in the chat. Jake, go ahead and tell them what the mascot for John Carroll University is.
It is the Blue Streaks.
Yep.
Obviously.
How'd y'all not get that?
I believe it's in University Heights, Ohio. I know it's in Ohio, but I believe it's in University Heights, Cleveland area. John Carroll, Division III. Don Shula.
Yeah, you got a dome.
Who else did we say yesterday? It was Don Shula, London Fletcher.
Mm-hmm. Super Chef Bobby Flay?
No, didn't see him. McDaniels.
The Cubes?
McDaniels.
Oh, Josh McDaniels. That's right.
Yeah, so those pretty good lineage there.
Not bad.
Don Shula, winningest coach in NFL history. He's pretty good.
Well, but LSU, we can claim him.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he starts. It's not where you finish, it's where you start.
That's right. Absolutely it is. Duh.
Always said that. Very cool story. Hopefully we will get the opportunity to catch up with Tyron Montgomery. Also, still some LSU guys we'd like to catch up with. Aaron Anderson, Chris Hilton, both here at the game. We had Barryon Brown and we had Garrett Nussmeier already from the Tigers. So a couple more Tigers here in Mobile, and hopefully we can catch up with both of those guys here at some point today. All right, we will step away. When we come back, continue talking about maybe some winners, some things that have, been on the forefront here, some players that have stood out here in the Senior Bowl, some different things.
LSU guys, kind of break down their performance. Chris Hilton, first time.
Yeah, straight off the plane.
Straight off the plane yesterday.
Literally. We'll have that for you when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, Go Tommies.
Go Tommy.
Geaux, Tommy's with a Y.com. Tommy's Windows, Doors, and also Siding. They are award-winning over at Tommy's Windows because, look, you stack awards year after year after year, and you do it with incredible work, and you also do it with incredible customer service. That's why in the Advocate this year, Best Windows, it went to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. So go check out what they can do for you. But always remember, even if you don't see it on the website, Tommy and the team can come out and they can customize your job. Also, they can do gutters as well, something we don't talk a lot about, but it is certainly a service that they offer. So go check it all out, again, on their website. That's gotommys.com.
Yeah, go to gotommys.com. If you have a project happening and you need, obviously, windows, doors, or siding, maybe it's a brand new build, maybe it's a renovation, maybe you just have to replace what you already have. Make sure you're going to give Tommy's a call. Like, I know you're going to get some prices. You're going to talk to some different people about the job, and make sure you do it so they can prove to you that it's not just lip service. It's not just like a marketing ad. Like, they have awards to back it up. They're the best in the business every single year. So go check them out. GoTommys.com.
Welcome back to Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile. Presented by First American Bank and Trust.
All right, and welcome back in. It is OTB. Flynn's got a little spring in his step. It's almost like he feels like he can go back out there on the football field this week. But if he's going to try to make a comeback, he probably needs to go see our friends over at Rejuve Me Medical. The only chance that he has in being able to go out there and spin it again.
Yeah, it's the only shot I got. And that I would start by going to rejuvememedical.com. And maybe calling them and booking just some initial blood work, some initial panels. If you call them and schedule ahead of time, get a little discount as well on that initial blood work. See what's happening if you're male or female. If you got some energy issues, some drive issues, there's a fix for that. Okay, so Rejuve Me Medical is Louisiana's leader in hormone replacement therapy for over 10 years. So they are the experts. So if you want to go do it with the experts. Do it. Everything is supervised medically and is done for a reason. And they are truly the best. So look better, feel better, live life better. Don't settle for that mediocrity. Go check them out. RejuveMeMedical.com.
All right, we mentioned that the LSU guys, obviously you've got now 4 players. To start out with 5, you had A.J. Halsey, Jack Pyburn had to pull out of the game with injury, but then you added one with Chris Hilton, who was coming over from the East-West Shrine game. So you do have a total of 4 Tigers. We've caught up with 2 of those Tigers here on the show. Hopefully we can catch up with Aaron Anderson and Chris Hilton at some point here today. But a cool thing about when you look up on the board, and they got all the analytics, top speed guys, it was Chris Hilton and it was Barryon Brown were number 1 and 3, I believe. And so I did give Barryon Brown a hard time yesterday after practice. I was like, man, you told us yesterday that, you were the fastest of the group. I look up on that board and I see Chris Hilton's name above yours. And so he started going kind of all in on, why that happened. He's like, fresh legs. Like, fresh legs. He's just played in another game.
That's fine. Yeah, so Chris Hilton getting the invite, getting the last minute invite because of his performance at the East-West game. So, yeah, 2 nights ago was playing in the game. The next day, on a plane to Mobile, fresh off the plane.
Yeah, landed at 10:30 and practice started at 1.
Yeah, you better go ahead and carry on your helmet and shoulder pads because you don't have time to check them and wait. Yeah. Carry them on. Gets straight off the plane to the stadium, throw a jersey on, and let's get out there. And you could tell they were trying to get him. They didn't want to throw him in there too much because he just had played a game the night before. He was fresh off the plane. So they had him, of course, do warm-ups, do individual drills, and then they had him do the one live-ish period they had him do was 2 versus 2, 2-on-2 route combinations. Yeah. And the dude is fast. Yeah. There was nobody that could cover him in that. I think he separated
so quick.
And he's one of these, I've never really watched him just like watching all right, let me just see this kid's skill set. I've watched him on an 11-on-11 football field, but I've never just singled him out and watched him. Right. Kid is one of these deceptively fast guys because he's got a long stride and a really smooth runner. So he doesn't he's moving fast and he doesn't look like he's going fast. Right. So from a body language standpoint as a defensive back, you have to kind of get used to that because when you're covering, your job is to match the receiver, what he's doing, whether he's running slow or fast. And so when you see a guy that's running so smooth and effortlessly, you tend to give the same amount of effort as that you're seeing because you're supposed to match it. But you're like, oh, he's not giving effort and he's going way faster than me. Nobody could keep up with him yesterday. Now, I don't think they completed anything. He ran they were running all these stack combinations. So he released and runs down the sideline and he got his guy cooked by 3 yards. The quarterback, they weren't ready for it. He underthrew it. But the other, he was open every single time. So I look to see him. I can't wait to see how he does. Got to give him a little bit more. He didn't do 1-on-1s. He did not do 7-on-7s. Didn't do any team because, again, he had just got there.
Yeah, they had a coach that was every time trying to obviously show him the plays and different things to try to catch. Because the other guys had a 3-day head start on the playbook. Mm-hmm. So if he gets into the right offense, and I know, look, as LSU fans, everybody was excited. Chris Hilton went to media day. We were all wanting to see what we saw at the end of the season before. Remember, against Oklahoma, against Baylor in the bowl game, we're like, oh, my gosh, this is the Chris Hilton that we have been waiting on because it all paired up. He got healthy, and then you had the plays that were actually pushing the ball down the field. You didn't have that this year. I mean, every throw was 5 yards or less. Some were -5. Just that's what the offense was. But that is a player that is going to have every opportunity to make an NFL roster. And if he gets with the right team, with the right quarterback that's looking to stretch the ball down the field And he played special teams at LSU, too, so he's got a history of that. I think Chris Hilton's going to be a professional football player next year on a 53-man roster, not a practice squad guy.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, he has got the skill set, certainly. He looks the part. He's fast. I think at LSU, we all would like for him to be a little bit better at the point of catch, a little bit stronger contested catches. I think that's one thing that he can certainly work on. But, I mean, how do we really know after this past season? Didn't really have the opportunities, right? But just like every single one of these kids that is at the Senior Bowl, unless you're a first-round guy, maybe some in the second round, it's all about getting in the right situation. When I was playing, I saw so many really good players not ever make it. Then I saw some players that weren't very good, and they did make it. It's just all about timing. It's all about situation. It's all about if you get into the right system that highlights your skill set and allows your skill set to play the way it should. So we just got to wish the best for these kids that they get in these situations. But he certainly is a guy that you put him out one-on-ones, he's going to impress by just his physical skill set. But he's got to make the plays when they're presented to him on these contested catches. So that's why this week, the next couple days, this practice and the game on Saturday, when the ball's in the air, you got to go make the play.
Yep, he's got a great opportunity to go to impress some players on his team, obviously, with being able to come straight off the plane, but also every NFL team here, all 32 teams are probably going to be looking at a guy like that because you can't teach the kind of speed that Chris Hilton has. So looking forward to seeing what he can do on Saturday during the game. Aaron Anderson, another player that we hadn't had a chance to really talk about very often, somebody that I know, Matt, you've been a big fan of. You were hoping he could stay healthy, obviously, and you thought maybe once he got into a situation like this because of his football IQ that would stand out. Have you seen anything from Aaron Anderson?
Aaron hadn't really had the opportunity in any of the main periods to make a play. So all of his highlights have come on one-on-one route running, his individual work. The ball, I don't think the ball – well, okay, I take that back. Last play of practice yesterday, Nussmeier hit him over the middle for about 15 yards.
Wait.
Over the middle. Like, look.
Two LSU people.
Look, I know what you're saying.
Hit a play in the middle of the field.
I know what you're saying. Matt, you are full of poo because there's no way you can complete a pass over the middle of the field. Well, there is, and they did it yesterday.
All right.
And it was fun to watch. Aaron, he's looked very good. He's the guy that we know. He's like a water bug out there, man. It's hard to keep up with him. He does great body control.
Yeah.
You don't know which way he's going to go when he gets to the top of a route.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, DB has to hesitate a little bit and make a break. He just hasn't. The plays that they're running, and y'all have to understand when 7-on-7 goes, there's 15 7-on-7 plays.
Yeah.
There's 15 team situations and like team first down. There's 15 on another team. So there's like 45 plays total.
Yeah.
Half of the team plays are running plays.
Yeah.
It's just like the rotation. And so you're rotating with all these other receivers. So the receivers are rotating in about once every 3 to maybe 4 plays. And it's luck of the draw. A lot of the times when Aaron's been in there, bad luck is just running. It's like a running play.
Yeah.
He's running like he's having a block or whatever. So
I even saw him one. He was lined up kind of like almost like an offset tight end type of position. So he's right on the hip of the tackle on the left side, like in a 2-point stance. And they snap the ball, and he goes backside all the way around to lead on the safety on the backside. Kind of like selling like you're cutting off a zone run. Then you go up to the next level. I was like, I don't know that Aaron Anderson's ever done that in his career.
He's never been. They've all. And you have to. This is the place where you have to do a nice job on everything you do. Ton of effort by Aaron Anderson. Ton of effort I'm seeing given by Barryon Brown, who's looking fast.
Barryon Brown had. So again, there's all these analytics that they have here, and Barryon Brown had the most yards traveled by like 500 yards the second day of practice. He had traveled like 5,490 yards.
Well, every time he catches a punt, like even if it's not in the punt drill, like the actual live punt drill, they're just catching punts for warm-up, he runs the full length of the field as fast as he can. Shows speed.
Look, if you got it, flaunt it.
Yeah, if you got it, buddy, I'm telling you.
Why would you not?
Yeah,
there was one, they were doing like this very basic punt drill where it's really for the gunners to go out and save it before it goes into the end zone. They want to save it on the 1. Well, one of the gunners hits it back into the field of play, and Barryon Brown, he was the returner on the rep. He goes over there, grabs it, and then ran the whole length of the field. There's not even anybody trying to.
He's trying to get his name on that scoreboard.
No doubt, and he did. He certainly did. All right, we will step away. We've got much more OTB coming your way. Right now, we've got a ton of scouts and coaches coming into the convention center. The players are starting to come in as they've got their early meetings, and so again, our hope is that we can bring you a couple more LSU guys. Tyron Montgomery from John Carroll is somebody we'd love to have a conversation with. And we'll have all that for you when we come back. This is our continued coverage of the Panini Senior Bowl, brought to you by First American Bank and Trust.
Off the bench.
All right, go to BoudreauxElectrical.com. When you go to the website, you can check out the free Generac quote right there, top right corner of the website. They also got the Boudreaux Boost. Better care, better service, new customer one-time service. Visit exclusive maintenance offer for Generac generators. Air-cooled generators, $199. Liquid-cooled generators, $299. You can claim that boost right there on the homepage. It's more power. It's more protection. In the 985-397-1562. In the 225-300-9389. BoudreauxElectrical.com.
That's right, Boudreaux's Electrical, BoudreauxElectrical.com. Whole home generators, y'all. Keep that power all year long, no matter what the weather is. And we all know it. We've seen it around the country. People suffering right now with no power all over the country. And if you have a Boudreaux's Electrical whole home generator, people probably treating you a little different around that neighborhood. You got the lights on and everybody's lights are off. Make sure you have that peace of mind. If you've been thinking about it, go to BoudreauxElectrical.com. Click that big red button at the top. Request a free generator quote. Get the process started. No need to keep on waiting. Go check them out, BoudreauxElectrical.com.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man.
Now, back to Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile. Presented by First American Bank and Trust.
All right, welcome back in OTB. We got to get like 15 minutes off script to be able to catch up with Joel Thomas, who's the acting head coach out here for the American squad, New Orleans Saints running back coach. He told us he listened to the show. Shout out, friend of the show. We appreciate that, my guy. Deal. But I just want to talk ball with him. He wants to sit here. I think he wants to talk football with us.
I know. He came by during break that time at least.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
Yeah, I remember. So let's see. Yeah, he was running backs coach when I was there, the Saints.
Yeah.
Been there a long time. Where else has he been?
I want to say, was it the Giants? Maybe. We'll look it up. There's the internet. There's this whole deal. Mm-hmm. And you can look it up. Actually, you're really good at that. Your friend's really good at it. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell the people about Pelican Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home or business, your roof matters, and that's where Pelican Roofing comes in. Pelican Roofing is locally owned, known for quality workmanship, dependable service, and doing the job the right way. So whether you need to have a full roof replacement, a repair, professional inspection, their team brings experience and attention to detail to every project. They show up on time, communicate clearly, and stand behind their work. If you're thinking about your roof, don't wait. Visit PelicanRoof.com to learn more. That's Pelican Roofing, protecting what matters most.
All right, Joel Thomas. He was a former standout running back at Idaho, where he was
he played with Doug Nussmeier.
Where he was inducted into their athletic Hall of Fame.
Oh, shout out.
No big deal. He coached at Louisville, coached at Idaho, coached at Purdue, Washington.
Purdue.
Arkansas.
He coached at Purdue.
Let's see. It was with the Saints from 2015 to 23, and then with the Giants for a year.
Okay, I knew there was a Giant stop
And
somewhere.
then went back to the Saints this past year. This past season.
Man. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, he can't leave the Saints.
He was funny because he's, first time like probably being the head coach. And so
Yeah.
he's talking about how he had to like bring everybody up at practice yesterday because there was an interception early on in practice, and being an offensive guy, he was like, no. He's like, wait a minute. I got to go celebrate with them. I got to celebrate with the defense.
Woo.
All right, okay.
Yeah, he pointed to me and said, yeah, you struggle with that. I was like, yeah, I'd never cheer for the defense. They're turds.
Yeah.
It's all offense here.
Oh, defense stinks.
You suck. I do. Like, I can tell he wants to talk ball with us. We got to have him on the show. He's a friend of the show. He's a P1.
I mean, he seems kind of desperate to be on the show a little bit, don't you think?
Well, I think he appreciates our football knowledge. That's what it feels like. He's around these college guys who kind of get it, but not really get it.
So true. So true. He's a good dude, man. Great dude, great
very
coach.
Much so. Yeah, excited to have him with this opportunity here in Mobile.
Yeah.
So,
and you got to think about like these coaches have an opportunity as well to,
for sure.
like to kind of show their
like
chops
for
a little
Scott Tolzien, like Scott's going to be an OC one day.
Yeah.
And this is like an opportunity for him to show that he can put a game plan together, a first 15 together, third and 8 together. This is Scott's opportunity. Yeah, for sure. And it might not happen next year, but it's a foot in the door to show that he can do it at this level.
Yeah, and it's good experience for him as well. So, I've been watching Scott at practice, and I'm telling you, he's a very, very good coach.
Right.
You never know how coaches are going to make that stair step if they'd be good head coaches or whatever. But I can tell you, Scott's a very good football coach, very good quarterback coach and offensive coach. So you never know about the head coach and stuff. You never know. But yeah, they're really good opportunity for these coaches as well as these players and people making the most of it. And we'll keep talking about those people making the most of it. We need to talk a little bit quarterbacks as well, a little nuss bus action. Crushing it.
And we will do that when we come back here. Hour number 2 of OTB coming right back your way live from Mobile, Alabama.
Off the bench.
All right, if you're looking for an industrial construction partner you can trust in Baton Rouge, look no further than Pala. Pala specializes in industrial construction and development, bringing experience, precision, and accountability to every single project they take on. So from planning to execution, they focus on safety, efficiency, and getting the job done right the first time. Whether it's large-scale industrial build or a complex construction project, Pala has the expertise to deliver. You can learn more at palagroup.com. That is Pala Group, building with purpose right here in Baton Rouge.
That's right. In Louisiana, we know what hard work looks like, and nobody represents that spirit better than Pala Industrial Contractors for over 50 years. Building with confidence, from steel fabrication, precision piping, helical piles, tanks, vessels, industrial construction, and maintenance. Pala delivers results you can trust. When safety and quality, reliability matter, make sure you choose Pala, because at Pala, it's more than construction. It's about the people, employee-owned, relationship-driven. Visit palagroup.com.